Hi friends, it's Julia. I'm here to share a layout that I created with my April 2016 Counterfeit Kit Challenge kit. This was a ginormous kit and I kind of broke it up in sections as I went. And when I got to the end of the kit, which took over a year to do, because I didn't work with it, constantly, I was left with a bunch of scraps. And you can see piled over to the right side on my little tray there is my embellishment tray. I have stacks, one going one direction, one going another direction of scraps that I have left over. As I was completing the kit, I thought I was done with it. I was about to record an out with the old video and realized that these scraps were too big and worked too well together for me not to create more layouts with them. So that's what I did. I put them together, pulled in some 6x6 papers, and then created several more layouts. I think 5 or 6 more layouts once I thought I was done with the kit. Anyway, and this is one of those layouts. I had that scallop sheet of paper left. I had that pink paper left. I had the browns, the black. I had all of that left. I pulled in that 6x6 piece of paper, and I pulled in the background paper to create this layout. And so you can see I'm just going through and figuring out placement of where I want things. The photo is of my son Joshua, his partner Liz, and their daughter Ellie between the two of them, and then standing between the two of them is my son's oldest daughter, Shawnee. So there you can see I had that scrap of red paper and I was determined I wasn't going to throw it away. I was going to use it somehow. I still had that green paper. I was going to use it there and then I opted not to. And I still have the blue scrap or the brown scraps. And so I decided I'm going to pull out a border punch, and I think it was called, oh, I don't even remember what the name of it was, but it was one that was popular, quite a few years ago. I fell in love with it as soon as I saw it, and I bought it. And close to my heart, or sorry, Stampin' Up! Has one that's similar to that one, except for it has just a little bit of a scallop in between each of the eyelet openings. It's kind of like a lace border on it. And then it has just a little bit of a scallop area between them. And I love that one as well, just as much. So you can see, once I figure out kind of the gist of where I want things, I'll go ahead and start gluing stuff down. I don't wait till I have everything completely figured out on a layout. It's just what I do. And a lady that I used to watch, she made scrapbook videos all the time. I don't think she does anymore, named Katie Scott. Her adage was pick it and stick it. Find a place where you like it, stick it down. That way it eliminates some of the process of that wishy-washiness. Oh, well, it looks good here, but maybe if I try it over there. If it's already stuck down, you're less likely to peel it back up. And in most cases, that's true, with the exception of with me. Oh my gosh, sometimes I stick things down, and I try not to mash things down uber hard. So in case I do pick them back up and move them around, then I can, I don't necessarily tear up anything when I do. Because I do on occasion do that. I'm sure you guys, if you've watched me, you know that that is part of how I scrapbook. I think it kind of aggravates my sister when we're scrapping together or when she's watching videos. She's like, if you like it there, just leave it there. Stop pulling it up. That's a washi tape border strip, and it's like one of those ones from the Dollar Tree. I've had it for a long time, and I've used it a lot. And I was going to use it here, but it just felt too stark. And so I cut that 6x6 down and I probably cut it to like 3.5 by 6 and placed it behind that photo because I wanted that little bird image on the layout. I really liked it, and I wanted it to be part of the layout. And I love that soft, hazy, distressed look of that background paper. It's not like a stark image or anything. It's very soft and hazy. And I just love how that looks. It's like the images around the edge of the paper where it looks like there's torn paper edges. It's kind of a soft, hazy tear look. And so I really like that as well. And I think that's what drew me to that 6 by 6 piece of paper to add to this. And now I'm just, I cut those pieces of paper there to go look like one solid strip of paper. And I want them to appear like one solid strip of paper by matching up at the top and the bottom. So I just use my ruler to line them up there. That piece of paper is one that I've had forever. It's an old close to my heart piece of paper. Not close to my heart, sorry. Dollar Tree, Miss Elizabeth's paper. Remember back in the day when they used to make pattern paper? I don't know, they may still, I don't know if they do or not. I've never seen it, or I haven't seen it in probably 10 or 15, well, probably 7 or 8 years at Dollar Tree. And that paper is old, but I fell in love with it, and I have hoarded it all these years. And so I put a piece of paper into my stash that was, and it's got like little squares with floral images, but it almost makes you think of Art Deco 1920s style. Just a gorgeous background on that paper, and I was hesitant to throw any of it away. And so I put the floral piece that's along the back, it was actually a border strip from K & Company, I think, and it has, somehow or another, you were supposed to be able to peel it apart. I spent like 5 minutes trying to peel that sucker apart and couldn't get it apart, so I laid it on there like that. And I didn't use the whole thing. It was a 12-inch long border strip, and I placed it on there, cut off about maybe an inch and a half. And I wanted that softer, hazy black color, and so I stamped off the image there on the cardstock, and then I mashed it on the layout. And I did not even think I was going over the border of a piece of paper where that pink border strip is going down, so it left a line there, and it's like, oh man. So I went back and I tried to press that L down to try and fill in that gap, but it's still there. It's not as noticeable as you would think. It's horrifically noticeable to me, but I'm the one who created the layout, and it bothered me. So my title is going to be Live, Love, and Laugh. And so I'm pulling out the letters, and I guess I thought I didn't have a G. And so I don't know what I'm thinking there. And then I realized on that second sheet, I do have a G, and I'll go back with the laugh out of the pink alpha, and then pull the live from those little circle close to my heart, those alphas. And I always, always, I think, put my sticky letters along the border of my ruler there. And I think it's American Crafts has come out with a positioning tool. And I would love to have that tool only for the semicircular aspect of it, because I think even though it has a straight edge in it, I think I would still probably use my ruler. The edges of my ruler, ever so often, I have to go through and degunk them. I have leftover sticky all over them, and so ever so often I have to go back and get some Goo Gone and rub it along the edges of those rulers to get rid of all that stuff. Used a little pearly bird. It was a Prima embellishment. It was the last one in the pack. Used it there. And now I'm just going through and deciding, you know, I want to use some flowers on this layout. So I'm just placing them around to kind of get a feel where I want them. And then I'll glue them all down and add buttons to the center. And I use that little, it's a sticker as a journal spot. It was a big flower shape with lines already on it down in the corner to do my journaling on. And I just use glue dots to put these flowers down. Nothing fancy. I think the glue dots hold flowers and sequins and, you know, all of that stuff much, much better than regular glue does. Liquid glue is what I mean. Or I've never tried to put my glue gun tape, you know, on the back of it. I don't know if it would work or not. I had a boatload of buttons in this kit. 2 full packs from Close to My Heart, a red pack and then a pink pack. And I think I've used nearly all of them. You'll have to check out my what was in my original kit and then my Out with the Old kit. Oh my gosh, I used so much stuff. Initially, I had started off with this kit in 2 humongous iris cases, and then I had overflowing. I had another little plastic bin that was full of embellishments. And so over the course of the last year or so, I have completely, over the course of a year and a half that it took me to complete this kit, I used so much stuff, and so the leftovers all fit very loosely in one iris case. So I used a ton of paper and embellishments. I think I had 40 gajillion sheets of paper in the kit originally. I think I had like 4 paper kits, and then I pulled out another, you know, 40 or 50 sheets from my stash. It was huge. And then I had to do what Nick Macon does and then break the kit into smaller sections in order to get it all used up. Sorry you're getting a shot of my funky hair there. I don't know what, I don't know how I had it styled. But I have obviously taken my hair down because I have my hairband on my wrist. And usually at the end of the day, I can tell you that's a work shirt. So I've probably come home from work and decided I'm going to scrapbook. So I've probably let my hair down because I typically wear my hair up when I go to work. Anyway, so I'm adding some finishing touches on here, just some little areas of bling along here, some pearl bling. If you create kits from your own stash, I would love to see them. I would love to see your process. Do you have a list of things that you normally add to your homemade kits? I would love to know what your process is. And I try and always post, well, not always. I try and post occasionally when I put my kits together, my list. It's a pretty standard list that I've had for a long time. I've kind of added to and taken away as the trends change. Like this year, my goal is to use buttons. And so I have been using way more buttons this year than I have in past years. And I've kind of seen that is a trend that is coming back around. So anyway, if you put a list together and create your own kits, I would love to see your list and I would love to see your kits. So leave me a link down in the comments section. And I would be glad to come over and see your blog or your YouTube channel or wherever. And yeah, come back, subscribe, come back when I post a new video. And I would love it if you would flip me a thumbs up. Anyway, I'll see you on the next video. Have a great day, everyone.